Now, I knew you were into jazz, but I never dug how big a part of your life it was.
Well, I'm a complete novice, just an appreciative fan, that's all. Perhaps things had worked out differently.
You mean with this singer you were in love with when you were younger?
Yes.
Well, tell me something. Your relationship with this lady must have been pretty heavy-duty. Why'd you let your father mess it up?
Sometimes you think you don't have a choice, and then you find out years too late that you did. You just didn't have the courage to take the hard road at the time.
That must sting.
More than you can imagine. Don't let that happen to you, Chad. Don't make any choices that can affect the rest of your life based on fear.
Well, I try not to.
You know, people will tell you that time heals all wounds, but that's not true when it comes to love. You never forget the love of your life, no matter how many years pass, no matter how many curves life throws your way.
You know, when you talk about this singer, you have the same look in your eye you have when you're with Dr. Russell.
We both know that it can't be Dr. Russell because we know how she feels about music, singing in particular.
You know, maybe that's why Whitney's mother's so against her daughter having a singing career. Maybe because she was a singer herself.
That's a bit of a stretch, Chad.
Tell me the truth, Mr. Crane. Is that what we're talking about here? Is Eve Russell the love of your life? Yeah, I've suspected this for a while now, but I haven't told anybody.
And you mustn't.
Then it's true. The woman you're talking about is Eve Russell.
She was Eve Johnson back then. It was a long time ago. It was a lifetime ago, and you really can't tell anyone. It would be disastrous if the wrong people found out.
You mean like Whitney?
Well, like Whitney and her sister Simone, but mostly T.C. You see, T.C. believes he knows everything about Eve's past, and she's tried to tell him, but at the same time, she's terrified that she'll lose him.
Well, no wonder. I mean, his wife with Julian Crane. That's a pretty heavy-duty secret.
You know, I trust you. With my confidence, I don't know why, I just do.
I'm not going to tell anybody. You have my word. But this is going to come out anyway. Whitney already suspects you guys of having an affair behind her father's back.
No, she's wrong. Eve and I have not been together like that since before she met and married T.C.
Whitney thinks differently after all the time she's seen you guys together.
We've just been talking, we've been commiserating.
About what?
I've said too much already. The important thing now is Eve's future, not her past. And I will do anything I have to protect her and the ones that she loves.
Well, so will I when it comes to Whitney.
Right. You just stick close by her.
What are you talking about?
Just keep an eye on her. She and her mother may need someone to lean on, and very soon.
You sound like you know there's a bomb going to be dropped on the Russell family. I mean, if so, let me know what to look for so I could try to stop it. What is it?
Just know that there are people out there who want to see Eve in pain, and in order to do so, they're willing to destroy her entire family.
Well, I don't get it. I mean, everybody in town loves and respects Dr. Russell. Who could hate her enough to want to hurt her like that?
Just stick close by, Whitney.
I would anyway. In fact, you know, as soon as I get done here, the sooner I can get back to her. Yeah, I made these romantic reservations at the Seacliff Inn, but I had to leave her up there to come down here and do this. Luckily, he ran into Fox, and he's gonna keep her company till I get back.
Fox?
Yeah, he's a good friend. Now she'll be all right with him up there.
What happened to my son? His name is Fox. He's been asked to guard the hen house.
You say something, Mr. Crane?
No, nothing.
Since when is my private life any of your business, anyway?
Since it has anything to do with Eve Russell's daughter.
Okay, great. So let me get this straight. It's okay for you to moon after the good Dr. Eve. Even though she's married, but it's not okay for me to spend an evening with Whitney keeping her company, even though Chad's the one that made the arrangement?
Listen, there's a big difference between what Chad meant by filling in and what you're thinking. Now tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you haven't thought about putting the moves on Whitney this evening.
What are you talking? You think I just want to sleep with her? Is that what you really don't get it, do you? You have no idea.
Listen, I know your feelings for her are genuine.
I think about her all the time. And every time she's in the room with me, my heart jumps into my throat.
Promise me that you will leave her and Chad alone.
Yeah, sure, Dad, no problem. And then you promise me that you're gonna leave Dr. Russell alone.
Touché, son. Who am I to tell you to turn off your feelings for a woman you can't have when I'm in precisely the same boat?
She's still under your skin, huh?
More than ever.
Well, listen, that's gonna make you feel any better, but I've decided not to pursue my feelings for Whitney. She's very much back with Chad these days.
You're doing the right thing.
Well, now it's your turn. Look, whatever goes down between you and Dr. Russell affects Whitney in a big way, okay? So, and look, she's already upset at the fact that you might be having an affair with her mother.
Well, she's wrong. She doesn't know the whole story.
Just make sure you don't do anything to hurt her, okay? Because if you did, I don't think I could just stand back and watch it happen.
Well, I understand. I'd do anything to protect her mother as well.
Something about these Russell women, huh?
You can say that again.
Mr. Crane, I've got something I want you to hear. Check this out.
Only if you stop calling me Mr. Crane. Yeah, it's perfect.
Thanks. Now, I still don't get how your father broke up you and Dr. Russell all those years ago.
Well, I told you, I was too much of a coward to stand up to him when he forced me to abandon her.
Even though you loved her.
I was weak. I was too afraid of being disinherited, I suppose. God, I've regretted my cowardice every day of my life since then.
Yeah, I never let anyone come between me and Whitney. Even Alistair Crane. You know, I don't care what your last name is. It doesn't give anyone the right to take what's not theirs.
You remember that, Chad. You always remember that. The cost of forgetting is too high.
A time for summer skies, for hummingbirds.
Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
Please, anytime. You know, I can't stop thinking about what you said about Dr. Russell and someone trying to hurt her. Do you think there's anything we can do to stop it?
I'm gonna do my damnedest to try. But, you know, the thing is, some secrets, maybe all secrets, have a way of coming out somewhere down the line. And I just hope that when Eve's come out, she's ready because her family means everything to her, everything.
Well, how bad could it get?
Very bad. It could destroy them completely.